Hey Capricorns, welcome to your reading. It is December 21st, 22nd. So this is roughly for the upcoming week. I began with an image from my guides and it was this. You were in a car and the brakes were squealing. It's like every time you put on them, there was a screech and it's like, okay, the brake pads are worn out. But then I look and it's because your emergency brake is still on. You've been driving with an emergency brake on, and now you've had to pull over to the side of the road and get out because you can't drive the car anymore. You're sitting there and you're actually not even sitting on the bench that's right near it. You're sitting on the pavement, almost like a little kid, and you're looking at the car like this going, okay, well, do I have it towed and have it repaired? Do I just walk away from it? Do I sell it for parts? And it's like you're looking at this and you're really trying to decide what you want to do with this old vehicle. And it's not necessarily that old, but it's been, if it were a saddle, it would have been rode hard and put away wet. So as I pulled the cards, what I get is this. In conjunction with the reading, what it feels to me, the feeling of this is that you're standing back and you're really looking at what your life has brought you, how you've been functioning in the vehicle of your life, where it has put you. Now, the interesting thing is you're sitting at the side of the road, you're sitting on the curb and you're looking at this thing, but you don't seem really deeply distressed. What it feels like to me is you are really taking the time to get out, step back, look at it, and decide what you want to do with this. What's salvageable, what's not salvageable, how do you want to proceed? The cards that I get that relate to what's created this situation with the car lead me to believe that there is an aspect of forgiveness that would to me indicate a situation that went sideways. And I don't know if this is a relationship or if it's work or if it's just a general overall philosophy of life, but it feels to me as though that's what's being reevaluated here, that there has been a heavy energy around forgiveness and what went on in a certain situation. It feels quite specific, actually. But again, it could be a way of being. What I'm getting is that you're looking at, or it would serve you to look at, what was your role in that? Not from a point of view of blaming yourself, but from a point of view of understanding that whatever you did, whatever energy you put into that, that was your power. And that by redefining where you want to put your power, how you want to behave, is going to help you redirect and understand A, what you want to do with the vehicle, and B, where you want to go. The cards that are coming up around what was my role in that, I think that's really important and really powerful, because unless we start really understanding why we behaved in certain in certain situations, why we have ended up in similar thematic emotional experiences, we can't really understand where it is we need to grow and what it is perhaps we need to look at and be honest about in terms of our participation in those things that did not work out for us. Now, what you're also being supported in doing, however, is doing that with the understanding that forgiveness is about really truly understanding the fact that we are all here learning and growing. And that by the nature of being human, we will make mistakes. We will potentially hurt each other and be hurt by each other in the process of learning and understanding about love and about power and about all those things that are really at the essential core of life and faith in humanity. you are being asked to have faith, and you are being suggested that this situation is a key developmental part of how you can grow in your understanding of your own spirit, your own consciousness, and that you can move into a different thing in terms of the vehicle that you choose, metaphorically, or a way of functioning, a way of thinking. Now, Capricorn, you're an earth sign. We know earth signs can stay in heavy energy, like blame, like self-criticism, the things that are polar opposite to love. Earth signs, we come by that honestly because the earth energy is a slower moving frequency. It needs to be in order to be part of the functional creativity in human form. So we can very easily slide into staying in those slower frequency energies. They've got a denser momentum. But what you're being asked to do is to look at how you can restructure your life in such a way so that you have constant check-ins for yourself, okay? Because you need to be reminded of this. You need to be reminded that life is meant to be spontaneous. Capricorn sometimes is not that great with spontaneity. You need to have a calm focus. You need to be able to have that calm focus as part of your structure, but not take you out of the spontaneity of play, okay? You're being asked to change things up and to really look at it and say, honestly, what do I want to do? Yes, I could do that. But do I want to? What's my heart saying? Does it feel playful? Does it feel spontaneous? Or does it feel old and like it's an old structure, an old pattern? Will this be putting me back into a car where I'm driving with the safety brake on? Or can I create a situation where I can take the safety brake off and gain some momentum towards something that is more in alignment with your compassionate heart, more in alignment with an understanding that being spontaneous and being playful can be incredibly rewarding on every level, including money, okay? So this is what you're being asked to do. It's not about apologizing for who you were in any situation. It's about taking responsibility. It's about framing it in whatever the situations were, framing it in, this is life. This is part of what the spiritual process is about. Then creating a structure for yourself where there is a check-in, where there are anchor points into you remembering to be calm, to be focused, but also to allow for spontaneity and play, to really start changing things up. Make different choices, see how they feel in order to be able to understand and decide. How would you like to proceed? How would you like to create your day? What do you really want to do? Have you been in that car with a security brake on because of things beyond your control, or because you didn't see the possibility for something different? Okay? Now is your time for reevaluation. And that's a good thing, because if you've gotten to a point, whenever we have gotten to a point where what we were driving, the life we were driving, is giving up on us, what it really means is our spirit's calling for change. It's calling for growth. That's a wonderful thing. So here's your play out for the week. I hope this is helpful. If you feel inclined, a thumbs up, a subscription, all would be appreciated. Not necessary, but greatly appreciated. With that, Capricorn, I leave you with blessings for a great week, and I'll see you next week. Or at least I'll be here next week. God willing. Bye.